Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Minicap Moving Through the Clouds. Thank you very much for being here and for watching the videos. I appreciate you all so very much. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I want to discuss a topic that may feel heavy, both for me and for maybe someone who can relate to it, but that's okay because it's all cycles, just like the waiting season. Sometimes you may be in a waiting season, sometimes you may be in a winning season or a learning season because life is always moving, right? I find myself thanking God for the times, for things not working out the way that I wanted them to, or how I wanted, or when I wanted them to. I literally find myself sometimes just looking back and saying, thank you, God, that didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, or when I wanted it to. Because if it had, I don't think that I would survive it or they would still be here because I didn't have the capacity to hold them. I didn't have the mindset to maintain it. I wasn't ready for them. So when you find yourself getting frustrated, tired, because the waiting can get exhausting, I know I have been there. I can relate to that. I was on a fast track to nowhere. I really was. I couldn't sit with myself, face my issues, face my traumas. Instead, I would escape. I found relationships to jump into. I found friendships to jump into. I would volunteer my time just to spend the time away because I couldn't face myself. I was too afraid to sit with myself. I had a lot of traumas that I was running away from. My heart was bleeding, and all I wanted to do was patch tapes on it and to keep moving. I was in survival mode, and all I knew how to do was to survive. So I get it. All I wanted to do was work because my whole life I grew up in an environment where you had to do something, okay? It's school and work, baby. That was like nothing to sit around and do nothing. And I was used to that life. But when I started seeking asylum, I wasn't allowed to work. And my issues started catching up with me. It was too much to bear. I wasn't able to afford the things that I was used to. And the world suddenly went cold. The people that I thought would be there for me were not. And life that I knew it's entirely new. And not only new, it came with a lot of baggage. So I would escape. I ran to toxic relationships. I ran to toxic friendships. I drank with people and by myself just to escape my pain and not be able to face it. I wouldn't face myself because I was afraid of what my pain would do to me if I faced it. It wasn't all so bad because I did get some therapy. Usually you get some therapy. When you get therapy, it's about 20 sessions and you have to wait a couple of months to apply again, which takes another long waiting period before you get called in. Therapy in the short term was a little bit damaging for me, even though it helped in the long run, because in the short term, when it comes to nearly the end sessions, we have just started getting into deep stuff, and then it ends and you're left with no support. I didn't have any support, and it was really hard for me to face myself. I didn't want to. It was too painful to even face myself. When you're drowning and you're in the darkness, You will often meet a lot of people there that may want to take advantage of you. I could have taken the easy route, but I'm sure my soul chose the long, tough route because there was much for me to learn. And that's okay because I fought my way back. But in those situations when you don't know who you are, there are people who know who you are and they can see you. Unfortunately, some of these people don't want you to see yourself because then they can easily use your power or manipulate you. And it's not just people. There are dark entities, there are dark forces that do not want to see you rise into your power or even recognize who you are. And again, your ego. Your ego will try very hard. Your ego thinks it's protecting you from the shame, the guilt, the traumas. But really, your ego is also just trying to control you because it wants to be in control. It doesn't want you to take control. And as we all know, like they say, pride usually comes before destruction, and the ego is often the evil twin of pride. I have seen people who have gained so much before they know who they are. Money, fame, success, and they haven't found themselves before achieving these things, and their ego is in the driver's seat. Sometimes it crashes them down. Sometimes it takes them into a whirlwind of a path of darkness. And I definitely didn't want to be like that. So even when I wanted the things to work out, when I wanted things to pick up, okay, I was doing so much because I was in escape mode. I thought I was able to manifest anything. I would go volunteer my time. When I'm not doing that, I would paint. When I'm not painting, I will create content, which thank goodness it didn't push through. It didn't work out. Okay. It would have been so hard to come back from that at the time if it all my blunders were aired out, all my pain, all my traumas, you know. So that was a blessing in disguise. The waiting was a blessing in disguise. I've seen people crash because they got things before they're able to maintain them, before they're able to handle them, or they let their ego control them. So I'm glad I fought my way back from the darkness. I'm glad that I'm really grateful that the things that I wanted then didn't work out. I'm glad that I got to meet toxic people. I got to meet people who reflected a version of myself that I wasn't proud of. And I thought, and it was then that I realized that I do need it to change. So I'm glad for all those opportunities. But it wasn't until I took the last bit of strength in me that I had and asked for help and support to quit drinking that really all the work that I have been doing started opening up for me. I'm very grateful that I took that step. It wasn't easy. It was very hard because I was ashamed. I was afraid of being judged as well. And I didn't want to believe that it had come to that level for me. I remember the first day I was going in to see my coach. I was terrified. I was really anxious. I didn't know what to expect. But when I walked in there, it was welcoming. We had a good conversation. And at the end, my coach said something to me. You are strong enough to beat this. That changed everything for me. I came home and I broke down. It was then that I realized that all this while, I had been running away from myself. I had forgotten the strength that lives in me. I didn't believe in myself anymore. I was so used to lifting others up. I was used to lifting other people up. I was used to leaving myself behind. I felt all alone. No one was there for me. I felt abandoned. I felt unwanted. I didn't know all of that until that moment. But someone who just sat with me, didn't know my whole story, don't even know everything I've been through, believed in me. Then I know I can believe in myself. I started to remember my own strength. I started to believe in myself. It's like when a baby is learning to walk, they walk quicker when they know the caregiver is right behind them if they fall, right? And before you know it, they're running on their little feet, trusting them their own selves. It was like that for me. Knowing that I had someone who believed in me, knowing that I had some support, helped me to regain back my power, to regain back my strength, to really trust on my own little feet, to trust that I got this too. They couldn't heal me, of course, but they gave me the space that I needed to really face myself, knowing that if I do fall, I had someone to lift me up. I had somewhere to fall. Just that knowing allowed me to really sink deeper into my healing and to face it head on. I started to face all the things I was running away from. I started to see myself in a different light. It was then that I came to realize that I never felt safe in my own body. I never felt safe in my own body. I was running from everything. So I drank to escape that reality because nothing felt safe for me. I was in real survival mode. My nervous system was a wreck. That's when I stumbled upon nervous system healing tools. I started listening to a lot of self-forgiveness meditation. I started doing self-soothing. And I healed myself. I healed my nervous system. I started to feel safer in my own body. I started to feel safer generally where I am. It was then that I started to realize, how could I even have manifested anything in a place where I didn't even feel safe? It was then that I started to realize that I'm really grateful some things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. That I didn't stay stuck there with those people that eventually I realized were not healthy for me. They didn't even like me. They just wanted me around for something, for their own selfish reasons, because they're used to escaping too. Because broken recognizes broken. But I'm glad that something in me always knew that I am much more, that I want to change, that I can do more. It was that last bit of strength that I thought I had that pushed me in there to make that call, to get that support. So if you know you are struggling with some substance use or escapism, seek help. Help is around if you want it. Ask for help and believe in yourself. And let me tell you something. I believe in you. I don't have to see you. I don't have to know you. I just believe in you. And I know that there is a powerful strength in you that can take you so far if you let it. And sometimes it is not weakness to ask for help. I thought it was weakness to ask for help because I got so used to doing everything by myself. I didn't get help. I had no one. So I thought I didn't know how to ask for help. I still struggle with that sometimes. But at that time, I used whatever strength left in me to ask for help. And I'm very grateful I did. Because I got help, I started seeing the world in a better place. I started manifesting better. I started seeing the light more. Our minds are very powerful. But when you are in chaos, you're around chaos, you are not sober, you might be manifesting the same thing again and again. So it's really important, if you know that you're struggling with these things, to get help and to know that you are not alone. Because someone believed in me, I believed in myself. And that is my reason also for sharing here. Because I want someone to know that they do have that support. I want someone to know that I believe in them too. I want to take that further. Now I have a more genuine interest in wanting to help. I've always known I wanted to help. I've always been an empath. I wanted to give and give. The problem then is I couldn't even help myself. I was lost. I didn't know who I was. But now I know how to help. I know when to help. And I know how to help myself and how to get the support that I need if I need it. So now I'm in a better place to help, to share. And it's one of the reasons why I'm here, sharing that someone may hear it that needs it. I'm really grateful that I am now sober. I did it. And I know if you need to, you can too. I'm grateful for the lessons that I learned. I am grateful for the waiting season, because in that waiting season, I got sober. I got to do my healing. I took my healing more seriously. I got deeper. I faced the things that I was afraid to face. I got the support that I needed as well. In that waiting season, a lot of things opened up for me. I'll give you an example. Let's say you want love in your life, but you are carrying a lot of emotional relationship and emotional baggage, attachment issues maybe. It's not that love avoids you or that you can't find love. It's that the universe is saying, heal, baby. Heal so that when I send the right person, you will be able to recognize them. You will be able to treat them well and keep them. You will be able to honor and cherish them as they will you. Because when the waiting period starts to feel very heavy, chances are you don't even know how to recognize better. And sometimes you can miss out on something because you're not in the state of mind to recognize what's good for you, what's in alignment for you. You're not healed enough. So don't take the waiting period as a no. See it as a yes when you are ready. Because God, the universe, or whatever higher power you believe in isn't waiting on you. Sorry, you're not waiting on them to approve whatever list of manifestations you have. No, they are waiting on you to get ready, because it's already yours. In this plane of existence, anything you want is already yours. Anything you desire, you know deep inside it's in alignment with you. It's already yours. There's a version of you that has it. But are you ready to receive it? Be careful asking things that you're not ready to receive. I strongly believe that we should always ask for wisdom to manage the things that we ask for. They're equally as important as receiving what you're asking for. So when the waiting starts to feel heavy, look inside. When the waiting starts to feel like a burden, like something is pulling you down, look at what you are holding onto that you need to let go of. Oftentimes it's always inside with you, the things that you need to do. And I want you to know that you're not alone. You're very powerful. You can do anything you set your mind to. I believe in you. I know that you're capable of overcoming anything in your life. Whatever you set your mind to, you can accomplish. I 100% believe that. And I 100% believe in you. Because I know you. I have been you. And if I can do it, I promise you, you too can. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for being here.